Alright, welcome back to another one of my shorties, keeping up with tonight's theme, my little set of recordings that I've been doing that are just showing you not necessarily old versus new stuff, but just some downright fun stuff, little variations you might not have known. Like last episode, we saw how to kill a 3-3 invasion, one way anyway, there are a few, but we saw one way that was very, very complicated but also a lot of fun. Hope you guys have been enjoying that. Today I want to go over something a little bit different. Now, keeping your perspective completely in mind, I've been trying to set this up in such a way that it looks natural while you're viewing it. Here we go. The Orthodox Fuseki. All of you guys know a lot about it. I'm going to be spending time on it itself. Might do that a few more videos down the road, but for now, let's just look at this approach on the inside stone. If you don't know why we do this nowadays, don't worry about it. I'm sure I'll cover it or have covered it at some point. But right now, what is one pincer that's very, very commonly seen here in this situation, given that we have the enclosure? Well, that is this little wide pincer here. Why? Because it acts as a nice little extension off of this corner, right? While applying pressure here. Usually this one rather than this one, just to put maximum pressure here. It's a way to say, you know what, you can't even get a one space extension here for a base. You can't even do that much. So I'm putting lots of pressure on you. There's nothing for you anymore here, so leave this area and do not return. Well, sure enough, that's usually exactly what happens. Why it's usually completely fine to leave the area and never return. For example, we sometimes see 3-3 invasion. Black, of course, blocks this way in order to try and develop this particular side. Sometimes white reapproaches. And, you know, depending on the Joseki that both players are choosing, maybe we see a variation like this resulting out of it, where white gets the side, black gets this side, and, you know, all around A-okay for both parties. But how many of you have seen this one before? Reapproaching in the 2 space. Very, very odd indeed. It can lead to some complicated variations that we are not going to go into in this particular video. Might do it later on down the road. For now, we're going to look at one of the more simple ones to go over. Now, even if we know nothing about the Joseki, we can think to ourselves, okay, I think what I want to do here is keep things separated. That seems to make sense. That feels like it's a good idea. So one thing you might want to do is attack one stone with the intention that if this actually defends itself, well, maybe we can divide and conquer, right? Just keep these two from meeting up, and we're good to go. We should profit from this somehow. But white does not actually have to defend that stone. White can say, I have no interest in that stone, I would just like to settle. A peaceful variation, like I mentioned. And it is also completely fine for black to say, no, get out of my corner, and do not connect up. At which point, white is left little choice but to finish settling. And we have a bit of a peaceful variation here, because white can continue developing as he so wishes, with some Aji left behind. At the same time, we can see that black gets to develop this side over here, like he wanted to when he played the Orthodox and enclosed. So he's happy as well. So in this variation, we see both players pretty much getting exactly what they want, and both players still having Aji. I mean, it is possible for white to follow up, but it is also possible for black to follow up as well. So nice, simple, easy variation. Might want to have fun with it in your own games if you want to try reapproaching in a manner that you're not familiar with when you see this in your orthodox play. Because you know me, I'm always a fan of simple variations, and if I can bring more simple variations to your attention, you know I'm going to do so. So I hope I've brought this one to your attention and you have a lot of fun with it in your games. Until next time, take care everyone.